G'day, it's Jet Worsling here. Fishing is such an awesome outdoor activity, and one of the best parts about it is how it gets us outdoors exploring Australia's incredible coastline, rivers, lakes and waterways. I've been super lucky to fish from boats pretty much my entire life, and honestly, it's just one of my favourite ways to fish. There's just something unreal about getting out in the water, exploring new areas and chasing fish in places you'd never be able to reach from land. A lot of us first experience boat fishing through family or older mates who own a boat. Or maybe by jumping on a hire boat, which are available in heaps of places around Australia. Then one day, if we're lucky, we might save up enough to buy our own boat, or maybe even go halsey-mum with a mate. Imagine how much fun you'd have out on the water with your mate in your own boat. And honestly, boat fishing opens up a whole new world. It gives you access to heaps more fishing opportunities in both fresh and salt water, and there's something pretty special about being able to explore brand new areas out on the water.
Got him on! Oh, still very early in the morning, and I think you might have a very serious fish here, Jet.
How good's this? Sunday morning, out with Dad. This is as good as it gets.
What do we got there?
Looks like a gummy.
It's a nice
It's a gummy.
It's a gummy.
You get it?
Yes, baby.
Yes!
These are amazing fish to eat, and this is probably the perfect size. So we're going to dress this fish. We'll explain that later. Put it in a nice slurry. We're going to eat very well tonight.
Whilst I adore land-based fishing for the thrill and extreme rewards, some of my best memories in fishing have come whilst fishing on boats, as the opportunities are genuinely endless. Whether it may be chasing my favourite massive broadbill swordfish on the continental shelf with no land in sight, or even cruising up big lake systems hunting gigantic Murray cod, boat fishing really allows you to access those zones that otherwise you wouldn't be able to reach. Boating also comes with extra responsibility, and it's super important to take safety seriously whenever you're heading out. Being on the water means thinking ahead, staying alert, and making sure you've got the right safety gear at your disposal to avoid getting into trouble. If you want to drive or operate a boat yourself, you'll need a boating licence in most parts of Australia. The rules actually change depending on which state or territory you're in. For example, in Queensland, Tasmania and WA, you usually need to be at least 16 years old before getting your licence. Places like New South Wales, Victoria and South Oz, you can generally get a boating licence from 12 years old, although there are restrictions for younger operators. Being from Victoria, I made the most of this, jumping at the opportunity to get myself a boat licence at 12 as soon as I could. And seriously, I couldn't recommend it enough, as it allowed so many opportunities for me and my mates to go out, explore, and most importantly, catch fish before I could even drive a car. Wherever you live or fish, make sure you check the local rules before heading out. No matter where you're boating, wearing a life jacket is always a smart move, and every boat should carry the required safety equipment on board. Again, those rules can vary depending on where you are, so it's worth learning exactly what's required in your area. Luckily, all that information is easy to find online. The good news is you don't need completely different fishing gear just because you're fishing from a boat. The same tackle and techniques you use from the shore or a jetty still work really well. That said, shorter rods can sometimes be easier to manage in a boat, especially when there are a few people fishing at once. You'll also want a tackle tray or tackle box to keep all your gear organised, plus a landing net to help secure your catch once it gets close to the boat. One thing that can catch all anglers off guard is seasickness. Even experienced fishers can feel a bit rough sometimes, especially out on the open ocean. Luckily, there are some really good seasickness tablets available from chemists that can help a lot. Getting a good sleep before the trip, drinking plenty of water and snacking regularly on simple foods like dry crackers can also make a massive difference. And if you do start feeling crook, try to keep your head up, look toward the horizon and get some fresh air on your face. That genuinely helps. I'm lucky enough to be almost immune from seasickness. My dad, on the other hand, on the wrong day could get sick in a bathtub, and his biggest trick to beating it is a nice fresh apple. At the end of the day, boat fishing is not only incredibly fun and productive, it's also a real adventure. It lets you explore places you could never reach from land and opens the door to a whole new side of fishing. That's a big part of why I love it so much. And just remember, always play it safe, respect the water, and look after the people around you while you're out there.